Hi, welcome to Baking with Nadia. Today we're going to make chocolate eclairs, and chocolate eclairs are a delicious dessert. There's three parts to chocolate eclairs. There's the shell, the custard, and the chocolate that goes on top of the shell. And I'm going to be demonstrating how to make the shell today. You can refer to my video on how to make custard and in a different video, so please refer to that. And we will also demonstrate how to put the chocolate on top of the shell. Some of the ingredients that we're using for the shell of the eclair are milk, water, flour, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, eggs, and butter. And some of the equipment that we'll be using are a half-sheet tray with parchment paper or a sill pad, pastry bag, a round pastry head like this, spatula, a pastry brush, and a pot and a whisk. And I will also be using my, my mixer, a stand mixer, to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to first pour our milk into our pot, and we'll turn it on medium heat. This is milk and water combined now. And then we're going to add our butter also, and I've cut up the butter into small pieces, and that'll go in there. And we're going to wait till the butter melts in the milk and water, and we're going to wait until it boils. Okay, the butter is just about melted in the mixture of the milk and water, and at this time I'm going to add my little bit of sugar to it, and then I'm also going to add just a pinch of salt. I did use unsalted butter, and always use unsalted butter. The results turn out a lot better. And you can also just add a little bit of salt. And we're going to allow this to boil. Once it's boiled, we're going to pour it into our mixing bowl, and then pour the flours on top and start the mixing bowl and have it beat. Okay, our water, our milk, the butter, and a little bit of sugar and a pinch of salt is now boiling, and we're going to go ahead and turn off the flame and pour it into our mixing bowl, and then pour the flour right on top of it. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Pour that there. Pour the flour on top. And immediately start to mix on low. We're going to add our last egg, and we add it one by one to make sure that we don't make it too liquidy. Okay, we've added our last egg, and now I'm going to gradually increase the speed. And I'm going to increase it just a little more, another notch. Okay, our mixture is ready. So what I did was I added one egg at a time and let it combine and mix really well. And then I added my second egg and third egg. Because sometimes maybe if we add too many eggs at once, it becomes liquid, and we don't want that. We really want each egg to mix well with the dough. So our dough is ready now, And this is what it looks like, and we'll go ahead and put it in a pastry bag and put it on the tray. So I'm just scraping off the sides of the mixing bowl and getting our batter all together. Now I'm going to be using a pastry bag like this and a round circle pastry head. I'll just go ahead and put it in the bag and get it nicely in there. And then we'll go ahead and put our batter into our pastry bag. And our batter right now is not too liquidy, not too liquid, not too hard. It's just about perfect. And you can make whatever size eclair you want. You can make miniature eclairs or large or medium. So I'm just going to start from there and do about that size. And give it a little bit of space in between. And notice the consistency of the batter. It's not runny. It's nice and not too firm, but it's firm. So it holds its shape, and that's what you want the batter to be like. Okay, so our eclairs are nicely on our tray now. And these are medium to large sized eclairs. You can make miniature eclairs, half the size of that. And after we're done with this, I'm going to beat 1 egg, and it's going to be a glaze for the top of the eclair. And this will give it a bit of shine and just hold things together. And you can just take a fork and beat 1 egg like this. So we have our egg that we beat with a fork, and I'm going to put my pastry brush inside, and I'm just going to glaze it over it like that. Just like that. This will give it a nice golden brown on top, a little bit of a glaze. Okay, our eclairs are ready to go into the oven. I have the oven heated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and these will cook approximately 30-40 minutes depending on your oven. It can be a little bit different. So let's go ahead and put these in. And I'm putting it right in the center of the oven, and let's do a 30-minute timer, and we'll check it and see how they look. And we want them to be nice and golden and brown. Okay, it's been 30 minutes that the eclairs have been baking, and they look just about ready. Let's go ahead and take them out. Wow, they look gorgeous. Flip one over. Yeah, they're beautiful. They looked gorgeous. They're baked perfectly. They've got a golden brown glazed look on top from the egg, and they're ready to, we let them cool first, and then we'll put chocolate on the top here, and then we'll cut them in half and put our custard cream inside. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these on a cooling rack. And the eclairs turned out just gorgeous. They're beautiful. See how beautiful the bottom is and the top, so golden brown. Alright, we've got the eclairs cooling on a rack. Meanwhile, while they're cooling, we're going to make our chocolate. We're going to melt the chocolate. I've used dark Belgian chocolate. I've used about a little more than half of the box of chocolate, and I'm going to put it I've boiled water, and I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to put my container of chocolate onto the hot water. This is like a double boiler. Just put it there, and the chocolate will start to melt. Okay, so we've turned off the heat, and the chocolate is in the boiling water, and it's starting to melt. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and add just a teaspoon of grapeseed oil. This doesn't have a taste. It'll add shine to our chocolate, and it'll help the chocolate texture become nice and smooth. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take it off the heat and just mix the chocolate, and it's going to melt off the heat. Okay, the chocolate has been removed from the boiling water, and it actually wasn't completely melted while it was on the boiling water. I took it off, and the melting process sometimes even speeds up a little bit more when you take it off of the heat. And so that's what we've done. And now we're going to go ahead and take one of our eclairs and put chocolate on top. There's different ways of putting chocolate on top of your eclair. I'm going to take it with a spoon and just go like this. And you can do it with a spoon. You can go like this with a spoon. And you get a beautiful chocolate eclair like that. So that's one way with the spoon. Another way is you can place it with the spoon, and you can use your index finger to go up and down, and just make sure that your fingers have been washed. And you can do it that way also. And some people even dip the chocolate. I don't usually do that. I like doing it with the spoon, just up and down, and look how beautiful it is. So now we're going to allow the chocolate to cool, and we can put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes so it hardens, and then we'll go ahead and cut the eclairs in half and put the custard inside, custard cream. Okay, we took the eclairs out of the fridge. It's been about 10-15 minutes. The chocolate has hardened on top. We can go ahead now, cut them in half, and fill our pastry bag with custard cream and fill them up. So I put chocolate on the flat side, not on the round side, and we're going to cut about halfway like this. We open it up. There might be a little bit of doughiness inside, like this dough material. You can take that out and put it to the side, and then I'll show how to cut another one. You can cut a few more like this and open them up. So here's our custard cream, and you can refer to my other video on how to make custard. And I've added some whipping cream to the custard and a little bit of vanilla, and that's in my video also on how to make custard. And we'll fill our bag like that. And I'm using about a medium-sized head, and we'll go ahead and take the eclair. You can leave it open like this. And then you can fill your bag with as much custard cream as you'd like. And then you can close the top, just like that. And then you can take your next one. And you can keep it in your hand also and do it. And just add the custard cream. And then go ahead and close it. So here are our chocolate eclairs filled with custard cream, and you know everyone loves chocolate eclairs. They're just delicious. So let's go ahead and try one. And these are great for desserts. They will impress your guests if you want to do something fancy and special. They're delicious. Enjoy.